Flag raised, tapes back, they're off and racing. Over 2 miles 3 for the Larkshill Engineering Novices Chase. And they have a gallop of well over 3/4 of a mile before they leave the ground on the first of 6 occasions, the first 5 fences being omitted because of the low sun and the fact that the 5th fence is a water jump, as Blue Fashion cuts out the early running in company with Hollywoodian. They're being tracked a couple of lengths away by Nexius, with Pine Creek settled a length further behind in 4th. Midnight Monty's in 5th, and Gamble is being restrained in the rear. They're bypassing the 3rd plain fence up the home straight now, and Hollywoodian has moved to the front under James Davis, heading Blue Fashion. Nexius is 3rd, with Pine Creek in 4th, Midnight Monty and Gamble bringing up the rear. So around the last of the 4 in the home straight they've raced, Hollywoodian is a couple of lengths in front of Blue Fashion, who is being hunted up by Nexius on the inside. Pine Creek a length further back in 4th, and Midnight Monty and Gamble continue to race in the last pair. 5 lengths only would cover the field as they swing left-handed away from the glaring sun. They will bypass the water jump, and it's Hollywoodian who leads them around it, with Blue Fashion and Nexius in 2nd and 3rd, Pine Creek close behind, and then Midnight Monty on the inside of Gamble. So they work their way back onto the steeplechase course and approach the first of their jumping tests. Would actually be fence number 6, and it's Hollywoodian who leads them over it. 3 clear from Blue Fashion, Nexius over in 3rd, Pine Creek and Midnight Monty 4th and 5th, Gamble at the rear. This is an open ditch. Hollywoodian opening up, now 6 lengths clear, Blue Fashion in 2nd, over in 3rd Nexius. Pine Creek hit the ditch, dropped back behind Midnight Monty. Gamble continues to bring up the rear as they head on towards the 3rd of their jumping test. It would have been fence number 8. They're still a fair way from it, but Hollywoodian and James Davis are establishing a clear lead, now into double figures. Blue Fashion and Nexius are 2nd and 3rd as Hollywoodian flies the fence before going over Rose Hill. Blue Fashion, Pine Creek and Nexius are 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and Midnight Monty and Gamble continue to occupy the last 2 positions. So 3 more fences to jump around the turn, and Hollywoodian has now gone a dozen lengths clear. Nexius on the inside of Blue Fashion disputing 2nd. Pine Creek only a length behind. Both Midnight Monty and Gamble have lost touch with the chasing trio as Hollywoodian heads around towards his 4th jumping test and will take it about 8 to 10 lengths clear. Over in 2nd is Blue Fashion with Pine Creek in 3rd, Nexius running 4th, and Gamble and Midnight Monty. They're now approaching the final open ditch, which is their 5th jumping test. The leader got in rather close to it, remains 10 clear. Blue Fashion in 2nd, then follows Pine Creek in 3rd. Nexius running 4th as they approach the last jumping test. Hollywoodian about 8 lengths clear. Blue Fashion with a high head carriage giving chase in 2nd. Pine Creek stuttering in 3rd. Nexius has lost a lot of ground back in 4th, and both Midnight Monty and Gamble have yet to be involved. A half mile to gallop, no more jumping to be done up the home straight. Hollywoodian will lead them in from Blue Fashion, Pine Creek. They're clear of Nexius, and then a further gap to Midnight Monty and Gamble. They're racing down the home straight. Hollywoodian still about 6 clear. Pine Creek has gone a clear 2nd. Nexius is running on again as Blue Fashion fades tamely back into 4th, heading down inside the final 3 furlongs. And it's Hollywoodian and James Davis 4 lengths clear. Nexius is coming home with a wet sail. He's gone past Pine Creek. Hollywoodian comes under pressure with a 1/4 of a mile to go, and Nexius has got to within his girths. Nexius closing in under Nick Schofield and breezes into the lead, approaching the final furlong. Nexius goes clear in a few strides. Hollywoodian has spent force in 2nd. Pine Creek found nothing up the straight in 3rd. Gamble's moved into a remote 4th. Nexius, who lost his place at halfway, came home strongly in the end under Nick Schofield. Another winner on the card for Paul Nicholls. Nexius wins the Novices Chase. Hollywoodian tried to slip them, but the plot failed. Back in 3rd was Pine Creek.